wasn't there.
Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? Let me tell you a quick little story that has nothing and everything to do with the future of our world and how you fit into it. In 1917, the United States faced a huge problem. They were working hard to compete in the industrialized economy, and there was a shortage. Not a shortage of oil or coal or other natural resources, a shortage of people, specifically obedient factory workers. The solution to this economic dilemma? It was an experiment of sorts. It hadn't been done before, until someone thought of it. Mandatory public school. Unfortunately, the initial purpose of the United States public school system was not to inspire children or generate scholars. And it wasn't created for dreamers, people who color outside the lines, break the rules, and challenge the status quo. The public school system of the early 1900s was invented to create a nation full of adults who would obediently do their jobs in the factory assembly lines. Teaching kids to sit in straight rows and scheduling the entire day with the ringing of bells wasn't by chance. Punishing those who didn't conform was purposeful. These were the skills they would need to join the labor force. Intentional or not, this early method of turning dreamers into workers was an investment in the nation's economic future. And it worked. This then led to several generations of productive, fully employed workers. But it isn't working anymore. Why? Our economy has changed. We don't live in an industrialized economy anymore. We live in a connected economy. Right now, there are more users on Facebook than there were people on the planet 200 years ago. Technology has made it possible for us to connect with people, ideas, and information from anywhere in the world instantaneously. And as a result, our economies have expanded from localized towns and communities to the entire world. We have globalized trade in nearly every way. In the past, the obedient, do-what-you're-told without question people were rewarded for working hard and putting their dreams aside in order to toe the line. They were given well-paying jobs that led to long-term careers. They were guaranteed pensions, benefits, and the promise that they would always be taken care of. And they were. But that promise is gone for most of us today. Even if you have a white-collar job, the majority of white-collar workers are still working in a factory. Instead of operating a sewing machine or welding a widget, they now push pencils, type on keyboards, or process paperwork. It's still factory work because the entire focus of the day is spent on increasing productivity, which leaves little room for creativity, spontaneity, or individuality. The educated, hard-working masses are still doing what they're told, but they're no longer getting what they deserve. Even if you do everything you are told to do today, graduate from high school, go to college, get a degree, work hard in whatever job you can find, if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not guaranteed anything. Companies are being forced to change or die right now. Layoffs happen much more often than job openings appear, and the highest paying jobs are disappearing or heading overseas at an alarming rate. If you have a job where your boss tells you exactly what to do, he or she will always find someone cheaper than you to do it. Did you know that the average length of a job today is about 4.5 years? Contrast that to the 1960s when it was 40 years. The connected economy rewards a different group of people. It rewards the people who see things differently, who don't conform, people who have ideas that no one else has, people who are willing to work hard but know that the old way of doing things is broken. The connected economy rewards you not for being a cog in the wheel of life, but for standing up and reaching out. The connected economy rewards the connectors. Whether it's connecting a person to a person, a business to a business to a product, or a product to a person, those who learn how to connect are the ones who will survive and excel in the connected economy. That is how the world has changed. It's not about to change. It already has. Things are different now, and they're not going back to the way they used to be. Look at Facebook. What's their product? It's you. Your network, your information, your ideas, they all have value. Does Facebook pay you for the money they make selling your information to advertisers? No. But we still use it because we have an innate desire to connect with people. In fact, neuroscientists have found that we are actually hardwired to connect with each other. Some people know how to leverage this innate ability in today's economy, but most don't. And because they don't know how to do it, most of them are paralyzed with fear, resisting the shift, despite clear indications telling them it's time to change. In 1917, a group of people performed an experiment that forever changed the way that we earned a living. The world today is facing another huge problem. We're facing a shortage of our own. Not a shortage of factory workers or consumers. The world has enough of those. We have a shortage today of dreamers and connectors. And so, we're holding our own little experiment. And you happen to be the subject of it. This 8-minute presentation was specifically designed to seek out and find the connectors around us. Those who recognize that we are on the brink of the next economic revolution, who are ready to thrive in the connected economy, and who are searching for the best way to do it. The internet and technology are rapidly changing the way that we do everything today, including how we make a living. It's not too late to embrace the change and find a way to make yourself relevant and profitable in our brave new world. And that's why we've invited you here today. We've created something that rewards you for connecting. It pays you for bringing people together behind a cause, product, or idea. And we have systematized it and made it so that you can do it from anywhere with anyone at any time. If you are passionate about helping people, if you are passionate about changing lives, if you want to position yourself to be a capitalizing force within the connected revolution instead of just a bystander, let's start now. Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? How about the moment you realized you could change with it?
Good evening, and welcome to this wealth building webinar. I am pleased to introduce our presenter this evening, Mr. Tyrone Best. Mr. Tyrone Best is a network marketing legend. He has formed teams of over 100,000 individuals. He's made millionaires of hundreds, and he is marching this Wealth Builders Worldwide team to 200,000. Over to you, Mr. Ty Best.
Good evening. Can you hear me okay, Miss Abram?
Loud and clear.
All right. Well, folks, look, I just wanted to do this on Thanksgiving Day because I hadn't done a live presentation for a while, so I have no idea what the slide's going to say. I haven't looked at them in a while. So I've seen the live presentation. I've seen them. So I'm calm tonight, folks, versus what I was last night. So I'm going to try to stay calm for the next 30 to 40 minutes. But the bottom line is the more I talk, the more excited I get. So you have to text me or something, Ms. Abrams, to calm down. I'm going to do my best, okay? We live in a connected economy. Let's go to the next slide. Look, what's your dream? I mean, for those of you who are new, if you're a guest on this thing, if you're sitting around with your family right now, and I really hope you've texted your family members. I hope you're sitting around with your family this Thanksgiving Day and said, hey, let's go to goldrocks.info and let's hear what this team has to say about freedom, about this business, about Carabao's International. That's one reason why I wanted to do this call, because I'm going to tell you about Carabao's, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about my journey as well. And so I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible. But the bottom line is when we finish this webinar tonight, The most important thing for you to have when we finish the dream, for you to know why you should do this. Why? Now, I know why you should do it, but you got to come up with your own why, because we know how to do it. Okay, we're not on trial. Carabao's not on trial. We're not experimenting. You're not the grand experiment. We're going to see if it works for you. No, it works for everybody that follows this little simple system we have in place for the last 5+ years to help people go through this system and build their business. But it all starts with you having a dream, you having something that you want. You got to have something that you want that your current circumstances can't do for you. Now, I don't know what that is. For some people, it's a new car, it's a new home, it's travel. Some people want to retire early. For those folks in your 20s with a job, you think about retiring the next 2 to 5 years. Can you imagine being retired? I ask a question in all the meetings I do all the time. What's retirement age today? And many people start debating. It says 65, 70, 71, 72. Well, you can retire. You don't have to retire. Well, the fact of the matter is retirement does not have anything to do with age whatsoever, folks. Retirement has to do with money. When you have enough money, you can retire, period. You can be 20. In fact, if you have enough money and it's done right with your family, you never have to get started. My son is 33 years old. He's never gotten started. You don't have to retire from anything. He's never got started. He's never even applied for somebody's job. That's not a boast. I'm trying to tell you what's possible. Because our lifestyle has been so entrenched that we didn't even realize that he hadn't applied for anybody's job until he got offered a job about a year ago. Then it dawned on us that he had never even applied for anybody's job. He never even tried to go get a job. Why? Because we think entrepreneurially. Because that's been my dream. My dream was to get me free, get my wife free, and put my son in a position where he never has to go work for anybody in his lifetime. Okay? How many have that bigger dream? The dream may start out small. That's why I tell you, we don't have to oversell the dream. You have to talk about getting rich. You may talk about an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. When I first got involved in this industry in 1983, the guy didn't oversell me about getting wealthy, becoming a millionaire. He said, do you know anyone who'd like to make an extra $1,500 a month, part-time? I said, yeah, me. That was it. That was the start of his journey. It was a small beginning. That was the start. But I didn't know it was possible to get rich and to get free. And the ultimate dream in networking, the ultimate dream in what we do is to get free. So you find yourself making $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month. You have no employees. You have no overhead. You have no place to go. Okay. I got dressed for you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it. My camera on? I can't tell. Sometimes my camera's on. You can tell I'm technology challenged. I'm technology challenged. I think my camera's on. Let's see something here. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, I can't see.
Your camera is on, Mr. Best. It's on.
Oh, it is? Okay. Can you see me? Because I don't see anything. Okay. I don't need to see me. I know what I look like, but I'm wondering, can you see me, Ms. Abram?
We can't see you right now because something's over the camera.
Okay. Now can you see me?
Now we can see you.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Then let's go. Okay. So anyway, so what's your dream, folks? When I finish tonight, I want you thinking about your dream. What would it be like if you made an extra $500 a month, extra $1,000, extra $5,000, $10,000? What would life be like? Start the dream and start the dream again. The biggest thing I think that Carabao's offers so many people is hope, a light at the end of the tunnel. I want to encourage you to dream big. We can go through the numbers and the facts and the figures and all the kind of stuff, but that doesn't make it happen. What makes it happen is you have something that you're passionate about that you want. See, the only plan that most people follow is the plan we've been given. We went to school, we got education, we graduated. My wife and I followed that plan just like everybody else. We both graduated by Hampton University in 1977. We both were fortunate enough in 1977 to get out of school with little to no debt, wait a minute, and so-called good jobs. And that's not the case today. The average student coming out of college today, $100,000 in the hole. The day they get the education, folks. Now, I don't care what anybody say. They can say what they want to say about it. That is criminally wrong as far as I'm concerned. Okay, because literally you come out of school at 22 and you know more than an indentured servant. You're $100,000 in the hole the day you get a piece of paper and no guarantee of a job. I'm not anti-education. I'm just saying these are the facts, these are realities facing so many people. Okay, I talk to professionals who found in their 50s and paying off all their last college loans. That means they graduated from college in 25, 26 years old, and 25 years later, they finally paying off their college debt, please. Okay. Anyway, so we come out, we do what? We get a job, and we go on that treadmill. We get in that rat race. We commute back and forth Monday through Friday. We're on a 40 to 50 year plan, or 40, 40, 40 plan, some people call it. 40 years on a job, okay? You work 40 hours a week, you work 40 years, and then you end up broke living on 40% of what you can already live on right now. I mean, see, the numbers are staring us in the face, okay? If the U.S. Census Bureau says 85% of the population is dead, broke at age 65, that's fact. U.S. Census Bureau statistics say that for every 100 people out of age 65, one would be wealthy. One would be wealthy. Out of every 100 people at age 65, one would be wealthy. That's 1% of the population. 3 will still be working. At age 65, still working. That's not me talking. That's U.S. Census Bureau. And by the way, you don't need the U.S. Census Bureau to tell you. All you gotta do is walk through Walmart, drive through Burger King, drive through any store, drive through the drugstore, drive through anywhere, and you see these folks 65, 70 years old, still working. I talked to a friend of mine yesterday, 76 years old, still got a job. Okay. 4 will have enough money to retire. Enough money to start to retire, they have a decent pension. 4 out of 100 will have a decent pension. And 63, that means most of the population will be dependent upon Social Security or charity. And you know, right now the government every day is threatening people to take away Medicare, Medicaid, and wipe out Social Security. Okay? Because Social Security seemed like a good idea at age 65 when everybody was dying. But now you got people living to be 85 and 90 years old. The system can't support itself. 29 of the state. Okay? So that's the fact. The golden years are not that golden for people. They cannot afford to retire, and most will work until they die. Warren Buffett said it best. I know his slide is in here somewhere. He said it best. He said most people will work until they die. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. So look, they're not reaching their goal with one job. So what does the brilliant person do? So because we've been educated to set our time for money, we said, wait a minute. Well, you know what? I don't need to sleep. I don't need to sleep 8 hours a night. I can go get me a second job. And so we get a second job. And we still don't get ahead. Okay? I see, this is not me talking. Ask people who got 2 and 3. I talked to a lady who, before Carrot Bars, she had 3 jobs. 3. She said, Tyrone, I was still broke. 3 jobs. Because you can outwork inflation. You can outpace inflation. You can't do it. No matter how many hours you put in, at some points you've got to sleep, at some points you got to rest. And you may be able to run that treadmill when you're 20 years old. You may be able to run when you're 30. But somewhere between 40 and 50, the body decides to say, I can't do this anymore. So you got to start thinking now, folks. For those folks who are under 40 years old, start thinking now. I thank God every single day that at 20 years old, somebody shared his business with my wife and I, and we saw it. But here's the reality check straight ahead. Are you getting what you want in life? Is there a better way? Well, we're here to tell you, yes, there is. Okay? Okay? Now, Cash Flow Project, written by Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, breaks this thing down. I think Robert Kiyosaki, I love everything he writes. He has a book out. Of course, this is one of his many books. His first book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, out there. That was a bestseller. He got this one, Before You Quit Your Job. Okay? He loves network marketing. But he breaks down why you want to be in business for yourself. If you're listening to this and you're here for the first time and you don't own a business, you're already behind the curve because you're working the first 3 months for Uncle Sam. You're not even working for yourself. Your first 3 months out of every year, you're not even working for you. Okay? You're working for Uncle Sam every year, especially if you're what? An employee. That first quadrant. And most have been conditioned. You saw the video before we got started. We've been conditioned to be employees. We've been conditioned to sell our time for money. We trade our time for money. The most valuable thing you got, folks, is your time. And we sell that for what? For peanuts. And we don't know it. We don't know because we've been conditioned. We ask, why do you go to work in the morning? Well, my next door neighbor got a job. Next door, they got a job. And so what do most people do? They keep a job themselves. I'm here to tell you, that's not the way to go. Now, keep your job. Because your job with financial freedom, but you got to start looking. Then you got that second group of people out there, that self-employed group. Okay, now they seem to be smarter than everybody else because they went out and they got their degree. They're attorneys, they're dentists, they're doctors, they're family practitioners. Man, they rolling. At least it appears they're rolling on the outside because they got a $200,000 a year job. But what they did is they got them a job that they own. Because why? Their job still requires them to show up every day in order to get paid. They might get paid a lot, but if they don't show up, they don't get paid. So they're in the same situation as a person making $25,000 or $30,000 a year, except they make a little bit more. But if anything should happen to them physically, okay, and they can no longer show up for work, their income is devastated and their family is devastated. My upline, Dr. Dennis Steiger, was one prime example. He's one of the top chiropractors in the world 20 years ago. I mean, just rolling, doing seminars, getting paid as much as $10,000 for a 2-hour talk. This man was recognized all over the world. And he had one simple car accident, and he could no longer practice chiropractic. And his chiropractic practice was destroyed literally overnight. And in 6 months, he'll tell himself his own story. He was bankrupt. I got a dentist friend of mine say his whole job depends on these 2 thumbs. Anything happens with these 2 thumbs, he's out of work. He's out of business. Okay? You can be the best thoracic surgeon in the world, folks. But if you don't go crack a chest, you don't get paid. So anytime your income, your total income is dependent upon your ability to perform, your financial disaster waiting to happen. And this is why so many people dump millions of dollars into the stock market. Why? Because they're trying to find a way to make money that doesn't require any more of their time because they don't have any more time. I give you all the time, say I'm busy. Yeah, everybody's busy. Everybody uses 24 hours a day. Some people get more for their time, but they're still busy. That's the self-employed. They bought themselves a job. The dentist owns his job. The doctor owns his job. The attorney owns his job. That's the only difference. They're still working 60 to 7 hours a week. And when they can't show up, they don't eat. It's a woman, I got to start me a business. So they become a business owner. Okay. And when they become a business owner, they start some kind of business. Most people go right into the traditional business first. They go right to the traditional business. They go put $50,000 in a restaurant or $100,000 in a restaurant or $1 million in a McDonald's. They say, I got to find a business, a proven success business model. But they got all the headaches. They go to business that they own, but really in reality, the business owns them. You talk to the average small business owner, he'll tell you, they show up every day at 7 o'clock in the morning, leave every night at 6 o'clock. And when they go home, you know what they're doing? They're doing paperwork and accounting. Because the business not big enough to sustain itself. They own their own business, but really they own their own job again. Okay? But you got to find a business and learn how to leverage your time. This is where Carabar's come along, and this way networking is so powerful of a thing. And it's 21st century market. It's the way business is done in this century, folks. I hope you understand it. Or you can become an investor. Okay, the investor learn how to get what? Money to work for them. Learn how to get money to work, because money will work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where you understand the value of money and how to utilize money. That's what investors do. Okay, here in Carabar's, we're going to teach you how to be a business owner, to leverage time and effort and energy of other people, and how to become an investor. Okay, and that's the thing that's going to make you free. That's the thing going to set you free. And we got hundreds of people all over the world of Carabar's right now that are free. This is what they do. This is what they do. And you start to laugh. You talk to people that care about, you see the biggest smiles on their face. They laugh and having a good time. Why? Because the bottom line, folks, is that this is so much fun to share with other people. And when you see other people get that gleam in their eye and they get excited about this thing, man, you get turned on. Okay? So that's what. This is Wealth Building 101. Okay? The most important education you can get is financial education. The most important education you can ever get is financial education. Now, why don't they teach financial education in school? You go through 12 or senior in school and nobody will tell you simple premise. See that book right there, Rich Man in Babylon? One sentence, simple premise says what? Number one, you must pay yourself first. When you get some money, the first person you pay is yourself. And that's not taught. You can go through 16, 20 years of school and you'll never hear a professor or any college say pay yourself first. But George Clayson, this book is 70 years old. And it says pay yourself first. Not the mortgage, not the rent, not the card note, not the credit cards, pay you. Okay? We teach you to learn how to pay yourself first, save and go, but you must pay yourself first in the right way. We're going to teach you how to do that. You can't pay yourself first and keep the money tied up in this stuff. Okay? Because that's a depreciating, that's a liability. Okay? Why? Because it does not outpace inflation. It loses value every single day you own it. Every single day it's in your pocket, it loses value. Okay? Number two, you must create a residual income. What's the residual income? As Warren Buffett said, successful people know that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. You will work until you die. You got right now, especially for the young folks, you start thinking, how do I make money while I'm asleep? How do I make money when I'm asleep? How do I make money on the holidays? Why am I on this phone? Why am I doing this webinar on a Thanksgiving Day? Everybody's sitting around eating turkey, watching football. Okay? Because I'm consistently building, so I'm helping other people. I did a FaceTime with a family, about 15, 20 people before this call. I did, about 3 conference calls a day. That's right, on Thanksgiving, while I'm cooking that turkey dinner. While I cooked that turkey, or Val cooked the turkey, and I baked it and all that kind of stuff. We cooked Thanksgiving dinner together, okay? But I did not take time for them. I'm talking to folks. Why? Because I'm here for them. Like I said, I'm already free, okay? I'm already free. My goal is to help as many people get free as they want to. Find a system that allows you to employ leverage. J. Paul Getty said, I'd rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. We've been conditioned to go after our own efforts. Next slide, man. I could talk about this for hours, okay? You must create a residual income. You must solve the tax situation. I just told you earlier what? You work 3 months out of every year for Uncle Sam. You're not even working for yourself. And watch this. If you don't own a business in America, you can't take advantage of all the tax benefits. The tax advantage in America designed for the person that owns a business. The minute you're rolling Carabar's, you now own a business that operates in 122 countries. You own that business. It's yours. You don't work for me. You don't work for Caraboss. You're an independent agent. In the 21st century, it's about being an independent agent. And the tax laws are designed for the person that owns a business because you stimulate the economy. You create jobs. When you own a business, you create jobs. You start making money. You create revenue. You move money. Okay? You must have a home-based business. And if you don't get anything else, get a dream. Say, I got to own me a business. Because then your whole lifestyle, the things you do, start to benefit you, and it helps to deal with this tax situation. The fourth problem we'll solve is inflation. When I told you what's inflation, inflation is the fact that this right here don't buy what it used to buy. It keeps declining. I mean, another day when $100 was some money. Was some money. Now $100, you blow through $100 like it's nothing. Because the dollar's lost some 97, 98% of its purchasing power in the last 100 years. Because inflation, so what's inflation? Well, we're going to explain that in a minute. Okay? You got to know these things. They're not complicated. They're not real deep. We all know. That's the problem. Inflation isn't what. So we got the problem. What's the solution? The solution is called Caraboss International. That's the solution. We have the solution, folks. Caraboss International is a gold acquisition, wealth building, financial freedom, and payment system. We show people how to save money the right way, to keep it in gold, and we show you how to get paid when you invite others who also do the same. So we're not advertising on TV. We're not paying 25% to some marketing firm or 25% to the television station to tell you about it. We are paid to tell this word, to spread this word one-on-one to people all around the world. And I told you earlier, maybe I told you, we operate in 120 plus countries, all through word of mouth. There's the corporate headquarters. And by the way, for those who are looking for the first time, we're not on trial. I mean, I love you said, well, I got to check Caraboss. I said, stop. You ain't got to check Caraboss out. That's already been done for the last 8 years. We just did get started last week. We've been in business for 8 years. We're operating in 120 countries, already checked out Caraboss. Our corporate headquarters is 1 block from the Mercedes-Benz corporate headquarters in Stuttgart, Germany. It's already been checked out, okay? It's been checked out. Unless you think you're some kind of genius, savant, Mensa member, then you're going to come with some kind of question that has now already been asked and answered by some 600,000 people, then okay. There's Mr. Harold Sykes, our founding CEO. He's recognized all over Germany as the king of gold. Okay, this man's incredible, and he is a financial genius. And by the way, in my 35 years in this industry, I've never called anybody a genius. I met some nice people, some average people who went to work, had a dream, had a vision, who made millions of dollars. But I didn't perceive them as a genius. I didn't perceive them as being able to do something that I couldn't do. That's why I got started, got rolling. But let me tell you something. Mr. Harold Sykes is a genius on a whole nother level when it comes to these finances, folks. Okay, he astounds me literally every time I look at him, I'm astounded. Okay, wealth building is a mindset, one that requires you to activate a system. Mr. Harold Sykes has created a system that literally perpetuates the generation of wealth for the masses using the only real form of money, and that's gold. See, this right here is money. You can see this. This is money. This is 1 gram of gold. This is money. Money. Okay? But we haven't taught. We told this is a commodity. You buy this low and sell it. 24 karat gold bullion is recognized all over the world as money. You can liquidate this in about 30 minutes on any corner in America because it's recognized as money. So you're saving this and it appreciates in value. That's money. Everything else is a substitute. And you've been told to what? Worship this. I know I show this and people say, oh my God, look at all that paper. That's just paper. Do you know the government has a right to say this paper has no value while we're sitting here sleeping on his phone right there at Thanksgiving? You can wake tomorrow morning and every bank says, all the paper you have no longer has any value. Have a nice day. And all this becomes worthless. No good anywhere in the world. If you don't think so, ask people who live in Venezuela. Ask people who live in Zimbabwe. Ask people who live in Greece. Okay? This right here is a game. Okay? Fiat. Let it be done. They said, we're going to designate this as money. It's fiat money. Let it be done. The government says this is money. Convince everybody this is money. Everybody around saying, I got to get some money. I got to get some money. This is really not money. This right here is money. Okay? That's the first transition you must learn to understand. Okay? This right here is money. That was 1 gram. These are 5. This is 5 grams right here. I don't know, this probably $2,000-$3,000 of gold right there. Okay, that's money. Saving gold. Gold last year appreciated about 10 to 12%. I'm getting ahead of myself, Ms. Abrams. I can't help it, man. Okay. I just want to show. I bought my props down. This right here is cash gold. This is money. Okay. You get 2 experts right there on gold right there, Robert Kiyosaki and Mr. Mike Maloney. They said, get gold. That's what I got to tell you about. They said, get gold. Robert Kiyosaki, he's been saving gold since 1971. The minute Richard Nixon took us off the gold standard, he's been acquiring gold. And not just gold, he even acquired a gold mine. Mike Maloney has a series out there, just Google it, called The Hidden Secrets of Money. Got to get it. The Hidden Secrets of Money. And when you start to understand that the wealthy, the 1% of the population, understand that this is money and this is a game, and they don't save this. They use this to buy goods and service, pay the mortgage, pay the rent, pay whatever they're paying, buy a car with it. But this is how they save it. This is how they save for the future. They put in a tangible asset that's hard. See, this can crash out. The government can designate this is not being money, but this is recognized as money all over the world. Gold. Anywhere in the world, gold is recognized as money. You go someplace in Europe right now, and you come out with this, they ask you, do you have a credit card? Okay, they don't even want the dollar. That's crazy. But anyway, that's happening. But see, you don't know this. If you don't travel internationally, you don't know this. You don't understand this. You go to Mexico right now, but in the past, Mexico would take everything. You go to Mexico and dump $10,000 there. Now you go to Mexico and you bring this stuff, they say, ooh, we're going to change it $200 at a time. They don't want Americans coming out and dumping this worthless paper into the economy. That's Mexico. Anyway, gold is a safe store of value. Here's what we mean by inflation, folks. Just shut up. Look at this picture right here. Real simple picture. Real simple illustration for you to understand. 1971, 1 gram of gold bought 5 loaves of bread. In 1971, well, I don't have a dollar, but that's $100. But anyway, let's pretend this is a dollar. That bought 5 loaves of bread. Okay? $1. Okay? Well, this was about 500 loaves of bread, but okay. 1 gram of gold bought 5 loaves of bread. Now, fast forward to the future. Okay? Here's why you save and go. That 1 gram of gold, okay, will buy 20 loaves of bread. Isn't that interesting? But that $1 won't even buy you a sandwich at McDonald's. What happened? That's inflation. That means the dollar has lost its purchasing power over and over again. That's what it's telling you. The dollar's lost 83.5% of its purchasing power, but gold has increased 3,137%. You want to save in gold. This is what we're getting paid to do, compensated to do, is to educate people on the importance of saving in gold. Okay? And there's our product. I already showed you some. There's 1, 2.5, 5 gram cards. Okay, option 1, save and go. Okay, there's a Wealth Builder Worldwide card right there. That's the organization that we're all a part of, Wealth Builders Worldwide. What is Wealth Builders Worldwide? It's an educational platform. That's all. It's pretty much a free educational platform to teach people about the importance of saving and gold. So option 1 is save and gold. That's option 1. If you say, well, I want to build a network. I'm not interested in making money, but you know what? I really want to save some money. I want to save money for me and my family. I can be all the time say, but once I save it, what do I do with it? You save it. So we've been conditioned to save to buy a car, save to buy a house, save for Christmas, save for Thanksgiving, save to go on a cruise. But we haven't taught to save to build our net worth. This is where wealth builders come and say, you save to build your net worth. You save so when you die, your family ain't got a pool and beg everybody to GoFundMe to put you, to bury you. You save so you have something to leave for your children's children. You save, leave an inheritance for your kids. That's why you save. You save your legacy for your family. Okay? And unless there's a dire emergency, you don't cash this out. You save. Option number 2. Let's move on, man. I'm about to get excited, Ms. Abrams, so I'm trying to stay calm. Okay? The CarePay app. Okay? I can't explain that to you if I tried. Except there's an app that says you're going to be able to buy, transfer, and deliver cash go all over the world with an app. Just a simple app. We have a simple app. You can do this. I mean, it's incredible. Then we got the K Exchange coming out. See, we could be here till 1 o'clock at night and you still won't understand the depth and width of Caribou, what Caribou has to offer the average person. Just one of the first thing. What? You save and go. That's all you're doing. We got the K Exchange. What's K Exchange? Okay, the day is going to come in the future where you walk into a store, you see a sign and say, we accept MasterCard, Visa card, American Express. And it's going to say, and we're a K Exchange store, meaning they will accept what? Gold. So you say you're going to buy that purse, ladies, you're going to the store. You say, you're a K Exchange store. How much is that purse? They said, well, that's going to be $200. I said, well, can I give you 2 grams of gold or 3 grams of gold? They said, no problem. They'll take that gold. Or better yet, you may use your new crypto phone. You may use your K-Pay app and just sit there and they go right into your gold savings account and snatch the gold out your account, put it in their account, boom, and you walk out with your purse. Woo! Can you see it? It takes vision to see all the things we're doing. 2, save gold and earn income. How do you earn income? You can earn between 1% and 6% paid out monthly from the free position. You don't have to buy a package. You don't have to spend a dime. You can just start sharing this thing. You can earn money in the monthly position, 1.5% to 6%. That's not where the big money is, but it goes big over a period of time. Okay, over a period of time, as your team grows, as exponential growth starts to take place, all these folks, okay, start to save gold. Okay, what do you do first? How do you become an affiliate? Complete the registration. Okay, and understand something. This is powerful. Complete the registration. Select a business package. That business package is going to put you in a position to get paid 5 times a month. So that free position, 1 time a month. You get a business package, now you're going to get paid 5 times a month. It literally opens the vault. What's going on in your whole organization. And we got 4 different business packages you can pick from, the bronze, the silver, the gold, the VIP. What's the difference? The bigger the package, the more income you make. I'm keeping it simple for you. See, that bronze package, that's like an apprentice pay. That VIP is executive pay for the same amount of production. So if you got the bronze package and you produce so much, you're going to get paid, say, $20 an hour. If you got the VIP package, you get paid $100 an hour for the same production. So get the VIP package and get as fast as you possibly can, become a VIP. When I saw this program, I got it. I'm a VIP. My wife's a VIP. My 30-year-old son's a VIP. My son who just turned 18. Okay, I got him his VIP package as soon as he turned 18. And my corporation is a VIP. I got 5 VIP packages in the program. All of them at the max. And by the way, there's no monthly requirement. There's nothing you got to maintain. Once you're there forever. I never heard anything like that in my entire 30 plus years in which I got in Carabo's International. Mr. Harold Sykes looked at the network marketing and took all the other stuff out. Next thing, you got to send your KYC upload for approval. We need to know that you are who you say you are. Okay? There's a lot of international laws involved in the gold business, the money transaction business. So we need to know that you are who you say you are. Who can ship and go direct to your house, direct to your doorstep, via FedEx. We don't want any problems. No one calls Carabo's and say, I didn't get my gold because it delivered FedEx and somebody got to sign for it. And you send in a verification, your address is where it is. And until that's done, great, you got to get approval. You just can't say, I want to be in Carabo's. They must approve you as a customer. And then you set up your order exchange. We'll get back to that later, okay? But you can set up for weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. Just pay yourself first right away. And then what? You invite others. 2 people immediately. But I say, it depends on where you are. How big is your dream? How much money you want to earn? Invite people immediately into the program. Don't drag this thing out for 6 months. Okay, get started now and then duplicate that process over and over again. We're not doing brain surgery here, folks. We're doing the exact same thing over and over and over again. I'm doing the exact same thing today that I did 5 years ago. Okay. Anyway, duplicate all those steps. Now, we ask this question all the time, especially for new people who don't know the answer to this question. We say, if we gave you a penny a day double for 30 days, or I gave you a briefcase full of 100,000, or a penny a day double a day for 30 days, or a briefcase full of $100,000 or $500,000 or $1 million. Say I gave you a briefcase full of $1 million, or I'm gonna give you a penny a day, double every day for 30 days. Which one would you take? Most people would take the briefcase full of $1 million. Why? Because they don't understand what happens that a penny a day, double every day for 30 days is $5 million. One of the challenges that we have in building this business is that we've all been conditioned for instant gratification, short-term gratification. We say, I gave you my 40, where's my $300? I gave my 40, where's my $300? Well, if you're trapped in that kind of thinking, you're gonna be trapped in that kind of thinking your entire life. But once you start to understand exponential growth, as Einstein said, the 8th one of the word is duplication. Once you start to understand that, you say, wait a minute, a penny a day, doubled every day for 30 days is $5,368,000. Yes. They should teach this in elementary school and get a person to understand a penny a day, doubled every day. See, everybody on this call can be a millionaire. It's just a matter of understanding a few basic fundamentals about what we're doing. And so as you're building your network here, you're building this penny a day concept really takes hold because you may share with 2 or 3 people, man, I don't see it happening. That's okay. That's the first week or the second, might be the first month. You just keep doing what you're doing. The next thing you're going to have 5 people in your team, and there's going to be 20 people on your team. There's going to be 100 people on your team. There's going to be 500 people on your team. Next you know, it's 10 people on your team. It's out of your control because it starts with your dream, okay? Look at that number. That's you. You share with Cheryl and Dan. They share with Walt and Mary. They have anything to do with you? No, Dan got his own dream. Cheryl has her own dream. And obviously that team keeps growing. All those folks are goal savers. Some got a big dream. Some got a little dream. Some want to make $500 a month. Some want to make $500,000 a day. Some want to make $500,000 a year. You have no control over the size of a person's dream. But as you get started, you have no control. It's going to be out of your control in no time at all. On November the 5th, 2013, my wife and I got started. Okay? Just like everybody was called get started. We all started the same place. Okay? 8 years ago, Mr. Harold Sykes got started. He didn't buy a VIP pack. He had to put millions of dollars on the table to launch this company. But today, there's over 600,000 people in his company. Sherland said, oh, okay, I guess he wanted her to be the first representative in North America, so she decided to sign up. It was just her, Brent Gober. Okay, and now there's some 500,000 people on her team all over the world. Okay, on November the 5th, I got started, and there's 50,000 people on our team. Okay, it was just first person was my wife, my son, and my business. Okay, you have no idea where it's going to go. We got to go right there and Wealth Builders Worldwide. We're going to go from 50,000 to 200,000 next 4 months, and you are here now. How does this work? Why is it so important? Because once you get a package, you're in the dual team. You got a left team and you got a right team. Okay, and it goes down to infinity. Each one of those teams are gold savers. Every time they acquire something from Caraboss, everything has unit value. 1 gram is 1 unit, 2.5 grams is 2 units. All these packages have units to a bronze is 5 units, silver is 20, gold is 50, VIP is 100 units. So you have 25 units on one side and you didn't do all the work. Understand, you started something. Okay, so those 50,000 people in Caraboss on our team, well, they might be there, but I started, so they're on the team. You follow me? Everything starts with your team. But every time you have 25 units on one side, 50 on the other side, it depends on what package you have. If you're a VIP, okay. But anyway, you get a dual team payout. Okay, if you got the bronze package, it's about 20 euro. You got the silver package, 40 euro. You got the gold package, 60 euro. You got the VIP, it's 80 euro. That's about $100. That's why you want to be VIP. It's the same amount of production, but if you're a VIP, you get paid more. Okay, so every time as your team continues to grow, you have no control over it. It starts. You have control of the beginning. You have the potential of 180,000 dual team payouts per week. Now, nobody's at 180,000 dual team payouts a week, but you just sit there and do the math. Ask yourself, if you got 10 dual payouts in a month at $100, that's $1,000 you created from home with a cell phone. Okay, we have more people this thing making money than anything I've ever done in my lifetime because it's just that simple. Okay, and people acquiring gold because they want to acquire gold. How do we get paid? All the money is put directly on a private issue gold MasterCard. All the information is on a private issue gold MasterCard that's good in 40 million locations around the world. Around the world. You go to Mexico to give you the pesos, America give you the dollars, and Canada give you whatever Canada currency is, and Japan to give you the yen. Okay, any ATM machine. We had the chip in our card before Bank of America did. I mean, this is state of the art, folks. This is not, like I said, we're not experimenting. This is the greatest thing you ever encounter in your life. Because I got to check it out. I mean, MasterCard's already checked us out. That's their business, to check things out, to vet things. That's what they do. They've already vetted Harold Sykes. They've already vetted Caraboss International. And they say, hey, we're going to give you a card. You can put your logo on the card and our logo. They risk their multi-billion-dollar reputation with this card. Give me a break. Okay? Party's over, folks. We're not on trial here. We're not experimenting. The question is, what's the size of your dream and what you want to see happening for you? Okay? Now, we came out with this coin. Now, I got to give some history. I got to add my history on Ms. Avon for folks. Let me tell you something. Okay? Like I said, I've been in Caraboss since November the 5th. Mr. Dalco has been in Caraboss since I think it was November the 13th, somewhere in there. We got started at the same time. We didn't have the coin. All we had was 1, 2.5, 5 grams of gold, and we got excited. And we went after this thing. Understand that Mr. Michael Dalco retired in 123 days from his job as a mortgage banker. That's right. Got started during the holidays and went after this thing. He didn't play. He went after this thing. We said, let's go to work. Let's get this thing done. We didn't have a coin. We just had the 1, 2.5, and 5 grams of gold. And man, people got excited. I can save gold. I can get gold. Because people want to acquire gold, but they've been led to believe the gold is too expensive. Well, yeah, when you got to buy an ounce at a time. But here come Caraboss said, no, we let you buy a gram. Now Caraboss said, we let you buy 1/10 of a gram. Give me a break. Okay? And then last September 2017, I'm having breakfast with our founding CEO, Mr. Harold Sykes. And he says, Tyrone, he says, we're about to create billionaires. I'm like, yeah, okay, Mr. Sykes, I'm happy. See, sometimes you can get, success is an enemy of success. Because I'm happy. I wasn't looking for anything. I'm like, man, this thing is rolling. Okay, whatever you say, man, You know, you say jump left, I'm gonna jump left. You say jump right, I'm gonna jump right. Because man, we're making some money. This is incredible. You put together the most phenomenal freedom plan I've seen in 30 plus years in the industry. So if you, whatever you say, Mr. Sykes, I mean, that's where I was. He didn't give me the details of what he's gonna do. I just took it on faith. That was in September. Then we had our leadership meeting. He says, we're about to introduce our own coin in the cryptocurrency space. Now, I've heard about cryptocurrency. I knew what some of these other coins done. I knew about one coin that went from 2 cents to $20,000 per coin. And the coin wasn't backed up by anything. You didn't know who started the coin. You didn't know where your money was going. You sent money to a link you knew nothing about. And that coin created 23,000 millionaires in 5 years with nothing substantial backing it whatsoever. And it was an asset coin, nothing backing the coin, except it was a promise that, you know, the coin had value and people started demanding that coin and started using that coin to buy goods and serving. People lost their mind. And that coin is legendary right now. Then Mr. Harold Sykes said, yeah, but we're going to do it different. We're going to come with a coin and we're going to back our coin with gold. I said, uh-oh, game changer. And when we introduced that coin in February, my income literally tripled. I said, what in the world has this? I'm here to tell you, this carat gold coin and our KC Bank carat coin, okay? These are incredible coins. It's creating a whole ecosystem that one coin serves other coin. That's the best I can give you without confusing you, because it confuses me, okay? You got to step out on faith for liberty. You have to see this thing about 10 times to understand what's happening. Because the KCB coin feeds into the KCB coin feeds into the KBC coin, the KBC coin feeds back into the KCB coin, and you're getting compensated on all of it. Okay. Now, the research has been done. If you understand it, I got to go do my homework. What homework? The gold is London Bullion Market Association, good delivery, 24 karat 999.9. It's pure gold. I still got folks get in and they'll tear up their card. They can't believe that 600,000 people come before them and already tested the gold. They'll pull the little thing out there and go ahead and take it to a jury to make sure the gold's real. Okay, that's their lack of faith. Don't be that person, folks. Step out on faith. Have some faith. As an entrepreneur, you got to step out on faith. Entrepreneurship is a walk of faith. You're not going to have all the answers guaranteed. It's not a clear, sudden thing. Entrepreneurship goes like this. It's all over the place. But you keep moving forward. That's the idea. Okay? We already operate in 120 plus countries. That means we've been vetted by 120 plus countries already. But you know, the plumber next door, got to check it out. You, the guy that's driving the truck, got to check it out. You, the school chief, got to check it out. You, the Wall Street banker, got to check it out for yourself. Really? Really? Watch the video. FedEx, we're FedEx's #1 customer in the world. FedEx got an office within our corporate headquarters, and FedEx delivers all the gold directly to your doorstep. FedEx is a multi-billion-dollar brand. Do you think they'll jeopardize their brand playing games with Carabas International? No. I already told you about MasterCard. And then we got the Vatican over there, okay? We done moved some 300,000 cards with the Pope's picture on a 1 gram card. Started with 100,000, went through that to give another 100,000, went through that with us to give us another 100,000. Okay, you talking about credibility? That's why the coin is flying. Why? Because our coin is backed by gold, backed by a sister company that has an 8-year track record. We know who the CEO is. He's on the Senate Finance Committee in Europe. This man is a best-selling author. He's highly visible. And like I said, I just had breakfast with him. And I saw him on the other side of the world. He'd recognize me and I'd recognize him. He recognized Mr. Dalco. He recognized Miss Sheila Abram. He recognized Mr. Roger Williams. He recognized Nisha Bass. You know why? Because he's been to Atlanta, Georgia for Let's Go Weekend 3 times now. That's right, to Wealth Builders Worldwide Let's Go Weekend. The founding CEO of this international company has taken time out of his schedule and come to the Let's Go Weekend. Not just him, Miss Shirley Goble, the #1 income earner in the company, she's come. Miss Tammy Morris has come. The top incomers in the world of Carabas has come to Atlanta, Georgia. And we're going to be meeting in Atlanta, Georgia again on April 12th. I encourage you to get your tickets now because it will be sold out. And this time when it's sold out, we got to let you know it's sold out for real. Because the fire marshal got an eye on us at the convention center now because we have a tendency to pack up rooms. We have people jammed all over the place. So what's the 3 steps? Save a lot of gold, invest in KBC and KCB coins, tell a lot of people, make a lot of money. That's how simple this program is, folks. Tell a lot of people, make a lot of money. Save a lot of gold. Anybody can do that. Invest in all the KBC you want, no mandatory requirements, and then plug into our system. What support system you need? It's right there. You don't have to become some kind of genius. You don't have to figure. I love people and say, well, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. Stop, please stop. We've already figured out the best way to do it. Okay. Okay, we already got people who are successful full-time in the business who built this thing. Okay, I got 5 or 10,000 people in a group. You just got started yesterday, but you're going to figure it out. Just do what we ask you to see. We can't make you do it. Man, if we can make everybody do what we tell them to do, we'll be creating millionaires every month by the dozen. We create dozens of millionaires every single month. But this is a volunteer program. We can't make you do anything. We got live power calls every day at 10:45, Monday through Saturday. That's right. We did a power call this morning, Thanksgiving Day at 10:45. We're doing another tomorrow morning at 10:45. We got live presentation every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Every Tuesday and Thursday, live presentation for guests. Okay, Mr. Greg McKay been doing it. He was kind enough to let me do this thing tonight. I want to do this Thanksgiving Day, give him a little break, and I could step in and people can be their family, whatever they want to do. I want to make a little different kind of occasion, so I want to step and do it. I don't want to do it all the time, okay? But I enjoy doing this tonight. I actually pride myself on the fact that I stayed calm and I didn't start yelling, screaming, and shouting like I normally do, okay? And then we got a fast track training every Sunday night, 9 o'clock with Mr. Roger Williams, Mr. Michael Delco, and other contributors, Ms. Sherry Brown, Willie Brown, they there, Mr. Rodney Berger, Ms. Maxine Jones, Mr. Nisha Glassford. I mean, you got a panel of folks here, man. I mean, you're talking about 1,000 plus, a lot of experience here, okay, who's been in Caraboss 3, 4, 5 years, and these folks get this thing, okay? And then Miss Sheila Abram herself does a basic training every Monday night. And sometimes she add a little flavor, like last week she did a technology training. You got all the support you need. But here's what I say. You got to give yourself time to succeed. Okay, you got to plug in. If you don't plug in, you can't succeed. If you're not plugged in, see, the lamp won't work if it's not plugged in. They got the lights around me. If they're not plugged in, it won't work. It won't happen. I get people all the time, so what's wrong with my business? I say, you're not plugged in. Well, last time I've been a power call. Well, I mean, I know what they're going to say. That has nothing to do with it. The power call feeds your belief every single day on the power call. It feeds your belief. It flushes out the doubt because you've been led all to believe all your life that you can't achieve anything. Let me do this let me close with this because I didn't really tell you my story and I want to share that with people, Ms. Abram, real quick. Okay. In 1983, I'm in the locker room and a guy came to me and said, do you know anybody like makes $1,500 a month part-time? And I said, yes, me. That's all. No big deal. No auspicious start. I said, yes, me. I asked him what is legal, ethical, and moral. He said, yeah. I said, all that. So I got started. Okay, he said it was a 2 to 5 year plan of freedom. Well, they don't know how to shop as the next person, but things worked out pretty good because in 4 years, my wife left her job and she was a flight attendant for a major airlines. And believe me, she only worked 11 days a month, okay, for $40,000+ a year. And that was 1980, 81, $82. Okay, so we were making money. Okay, living fairly large, as some people say, from the outside looking in. But we really couldn't help anybody else. We really couldn't add a lot to the community. We weren't helping anybody else. It was enough to take care of us and our family. But when they got offered me this $1,500 a month, it wasn't the money. It was just I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was sick and tired of the boss. I was sick and tired of a job. I was sick and tired of waiting for the boss to give me a raise once a year. I mean, those are the things. And then I was sick and tired of going to the gym. I was sick and tired of discoing, going to a club every night, wasting my time, wasting my money. Okay, I was just sick of that. And I said, it's got to be more to life than this. And so when the guy offered me this opportunity, I said, I look at it. And when I looked at it, I sort of got excited. Not totally turned on excited. But then I went to my first event. This is why these events are so important. I went to an event, folks, that had probably, like I said, a couple hundred people in the room. And there was this couple on stage. This couple started selling the dream. He started talking about buying new cars. Didn't move me because I had 4 in the driveway. He's talking about buying a new car. I had 2 Lincolns in the driveway, a Grand Marquis and a Ford Mustang, brand new, in the driveway. It's obvious I knew what to do with the money we were making. I was 28 years old, had my own home and a pool in the backyard. As far as the South was concerned, I was done. I had made it. So he's talking about, buying stuff and travel. Well, my wife was a flight attendant. I can fly almost all around the world for free. We travel anywhere. Mr. Dowco and I talk all the time. I said, I don't like to go anywhere, man. He said, what? I did all this stuff by 23. I could go to the airport, man, show my ID card. Just for all the terrorist crazy stuff going. I had a little plastic ID card, folks, piece of paper. I could go to the airline, show that piece of paper, and fly almost anywhere I wanted to for free, as long as there was a seat on the plane. I ain't have to show my ID, just had that little card. Okay, it says Tyrone Best and Valerie's employee ID in the morning, and I could get on the plane. I wake up on a Saturday morning and say, what am I going to do today? I said, let me go to New Orleans. I just hop on the plane and go to New Orleans. Well, let me go to West Palm Beach. I hop on the plane and go to West Palm Beach. I said, let me go to California. I hop on the plane and go to California. Fly back the next day. I used to go to D.C. to party on the weekends. I mean, I'm from Pittsburgh to D.C. just to party on the weekend. I mean, literally. I mean, I traveled a lot. And then my job required me to travel. Okay? But I'm sitting at that meeting. That guy started selling all his dreams, buying new TVs, buying stuff he wanted. I'm like, whatever, man. That guy started talking about something, folks, that turned me on. I didn't know I could be that turned on. He said, have you ever thought about being free? The ultimate goal in Carabal's, folks, is to be free. He said, ever thought about being free? I said, man, I'm free now. And as far as I was concerned, I was free. That's how ignorant I was. After 16 plus years of college, I thought I was free because I get to work Monday through Friday and play on Saturday and Sunday. He said, man, you're not free. I know some of you thinking you're free. You think you're free. He says, you ain't free. He said, you right now, you live 30 minutes from the plantation. Because most of the time you're going to live 30 minutes to an hour from your job. You have a long commute. That's 30 minutes from the plantation. You're not free. I said, man, I am free. Abraham Lincoln took that. I'm a free man. He said, if you think you're free, don't show up on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And by Thursday, you'll be free. And it was like, you know, a light bulb go off your head. I said, oh my God. He said, freedom is when you fire the boss. Freedom is when you can sleep to the crack of noon. Freedom is when you don't wake up to an alarm clock. Freedom is when you do Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, everybody else is doing the weekend. Freedom is when you go out there fishing on Tuesday, nobody on the lake but you and the fish. Freedom is when you go hunting on Tuesday and Wednesday, you don't have to ask the boss off. Freedom when your kids say, Dad, can you come to my football game? You say, yeah, I come. And it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay? Freedom is when you and your wife go to the salon together and you get a full manicure, pedicure, get your nails done, all this stuff together, and it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon because everybody's at work and there's nobody in the salon but you. Okay? Freedom is when you go to the movies, okay, on a Tuesday afternoon, or Wednesday afternoon, Thursday afternoon, and nobody's in the movies, you and 2 other senior citizens. And you can talk to each other out loud. Nobody's there. My son and I went to the movie many times, and nobody's in the movie theater 1 o'clock in the afternoon but my son and myself. We just sit there, talk, laugh, prop our feet up, man, had a ball. Freedom is when you can fly to California, your son say, hey, Dad, why don't we drive back across the country? I'm so indoctrinated. I said, no, we got to get back by Monday. We're going to fly back on Monday. I got to get back to work. He said, why? I'm like, well, because I'm conditioned. I've been in the job for 18 years. When I got free at 40 years old, I was like, I still couldn't understand I was free. I said, well, you're right. So I called a rental car company and said, look, we driving the car back to Georgia. We'll leave it out at the airport in Georgia. And we drove back across the country, saw Mount Rushmore, saw the Grand Canyon. And just took our time and least drove across. That's free. Didn't have to call anybody. Didn't have to check out sick. Okay, didn't have to ask the boss permission. Freedom is when you call your mother and say, Mom, okay, retire. And she said, baby, but I said, retire. But buy a house before you retire. We got you. And she go buy the house. Freedom when you call your mother and say, Mom, what you want? She said, well, I've always wanted a Lincoln. You said, well, when I come up there to Virginia, we're going to go buy you one. Okay, and you take it to the car dealership. And the guy says, so what do you want? I want a blue on blue Lincoln Continental Presidential Series. And the guy said, the salesman said, we don't have one, but we have a mother side. He said, no. We're going to get her what she wants. Okay, she's 60 years old. We're going to get her what she wants for the first time in her life. Now you go find her a Lincoln, call us when you got one, what she wants. The guy called us back in 2 days. That Lincoln was on the lot. She drove it home. Freedom is when you ask your dad, you want anything? Your dad said, I don't want nothing. I want nothing. I'm okay. I'm good. And you said, well, it got to be something. He started thinking, wait a minute. You know what I like? Because they just bought a new house. I like a riding lawnmower. And you take him out to Lowe's and buy him a riding lawnmower. Freedom is when your father-in-law comes to your house and he's coming to the house 3-4 days in a row. He said, why are you here? I love you. Why are you here every day? He said, oh, because you guys got this big 72-inch big screen TV back then in 1996. He says, I come on the World Series on. I come and watch the game. We said, oh, we thought you was coming to see us. We said, you ain't got to do it, man. We'll buy you one. He said, what? He said, yeah, we'll buy you one. Go pick out one in Val. He picked out one in Val. Put it on American Express. Okay. Freedom when somebody in the family called, he said, my brother just died. He's well out of state. And we can't afford to get him back into the state for his funeral and blah, 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 all that crying and whining and carrying on. And you say, what funeral home is that? And you call the funeral home, put on your American Express and have that body shipped back to Virginia. Okay. Freedom ain't just about buying stuff and jewelry and watching all that stuff, man. Freedom, that's what this thing's all about. And you can be free at $50,000 a year or $100,000. What's your dream? What's your dream? What do you want? Because you can get it in Carabal's, and we're flat out sold on and committed to helping you get it. Because the key here is real simple. We can't make any money unless you can't make any money unless you help somebody else make money. If you ever run across anybody say, man, I tried this, I never made any money on those things, you're just talking to somebody who's never helped anybody make any money. Because the more you help other people get what they want, the more you're going to get what you want. It's just that simple. And the more people you help get free, the freer you become. Really simple, folks. Law of reciprocity. Hey, God bless Thanksgiving. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Ms. Abel, for helping us on this panel. And folks, I'm just so excited for you. That's right. I got a full weekend plan. I'm not taking the weekend off. Okay, I got a full day plan tomorrow. We got the Gramathon tomorrow from 3 to 6 with Brother Jamil Muhammad. We got that going on. That's going to be powerful. And then Saturday, we got meetings taking place all over the place. Sunday, I got a meeting from 3 to 5. I'm dead up serious about getting this thing to 200,000 people. That means 4 times growth for everybody in the organization. I hope you see it that big. I hope you commit. I hope you, for the next 90 to 120 days, you say, I'm going all out. I'm cutting off the television. I could care less about a football game, a basketball game. Okay. And let me throw one more thing while I'm at it. I don't know what, and I can't stand Black Friday. Okay. I'm talking to a gentleman. He might be listening. I'm going to talk about you now. I'm not going to call your name, but I'm going to talk about you. Okay. With a smile on my face. He's talking about Black Friday. I said, man, I don't participate. I don't care if you don't participate. It drives me crazy. People running in Walmart, stumping over each other to buy flat screen TVs. Okay. And all that junk is going to depreciate by the time you get out the store. Okay. Do you understand the African American community has $1.1 trillion? Says if we were a separate nation, we'd be the 9th largest economy on the planet. We'd be the 9th largest economy on the planet now. Out of all the countries on the planet, African America would be the 9th largest economy on the planet. And we'll dump most of that tomorrow on Black Friday, buying junk. Hey, I said it. Okay. This person they mentioned he's going to buy a flat screen. I'm like, okay. But if I did the calculation, I said, that's about 20,000 corn. He said, what does that mean? Well, that corn right now is like a penny. But say that corn goes to $1. You got a flat screen TV, but that 20,000 corn 6 months from now, a year from now, could be worth $20,000. But you got a flat screen TV instead. Or you got a pair of tennis shoes. And I'm talking to my friend. Or you got a pair of tennis shoes instead for Christmas. Or you bought your kids some stuff for Christmas. A bunch of stuff for Christmas. They won't even remember in January or February what they got. We got to eliminate that nonsense, that kind of thinking. And wealth builders, this is what we're designed to do, to help you elevate to the next level of thinking. Build wealth. Ask yourself, what am I doing with that money? Because every time you spend money on some depreciating item that you bring into your house, that's less coin you have, that's less gold you have, and that's less wealth you have for you and your family. Instant gratification is the death of the average person financially. They don't know it. So God bless. Thank you very much, folks. Dream big and don't let anybody steal your dream. Bye-bye. Happy Thanksgiving.